my takeaway tip for you is not another diet. It's not another a food to eat or not to eat or another exercise. It is eat without guilt. If I could write that on the screen right now, I would. Eat whatever you're going to eat, including like big old cheese steak or a piece of cake. If you're going to eat it, eat something because you enjoy it, because it tastes good to you, because it feels good. You're going to have to be mindful about that, right? It's not about just eating mindlessly and shoving our faces with food because maybe we're trying to shove down our emotions. But if you're out to dinner and you want to have a piece of dessert, don't eat it if you're going to feel bad. If you're going to feel guilty about that food, your body's going to feel that. Before it even makes its way to its stomach, it's already getting that message from your mind that it's a bad food, it's going to make you fat, it's going to blow your progress, all of those things. So if you're going to approach it with guilt, and you know yourself, skip it, okay? Because the key to helping your body have homeostasis, helping your body be healthy across the board, helping your body be at a healthy weight, the key to that is you've got to support whatever you're doing with a healthy mindset, okay? So if you're going to have that piece of cake or whatever it is that you like, have it without guilt. Have it and enjoy it, okay? So one of the things that I do when I'm going to eat a food that maybe traditionally in my mind, I used to think, oh, I don't want to eat that. That's going to like mess me up. It's going to make me fat. I'm going to gain a couple pounds. Is I catch myself in that moment. I take a couple deep breaths and I shift it right away. And I say, is this a food that I really want? Am I feeling like I need something creamy right now? Or am I just kind of eating it because it's there? If it's something that I really feel like I want and that I can enjoy, then I decide in that moment I'm going to have this food. I'm going to eat it slowly. I'm going to imagine it digesting well. I'm going to send all good vibes and good love to this piece of food that I'm eating. It sounds a little hocus pocusy, but I'm telling you, it works. And I want you to try that the next time you find yourself coming up against a moment like, oh, I don't want to eat that because this, that, and the other. Maybe you really don't want to eat it, and so don't. But if it's something that you're kind of sitting there looking across the table, oh my God, I wish I could have that. That looks so good right now, but I don't want to blow my diet. Try to think of it in a different way. Try to think, you know what? I think if I want to have a piece or a half or the whole thing, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to enjoy this moment. I'm going to help it digest and assimilate into my body. And then I'm going to move on. I'm not going to think about that piece of food again once it's gone. The point here is don't take food so damn seriously. I think a lot of the time we make it, or I know a lot of the time we make it 10 times harder than it has to be. And I see this with clients all the time. No matter how great the program is, no matter what the meal plan is, where somebody starts to get stuck and pushed up against the wall and falling into those old patterns is when they start to feel guilty about certain foods. And so that can be the sticking point. That mindset piece comes up again. And as soon as you get in that guilty cycle, you're going to find yourself kind of, looking in the mirror, picking yourself apart, starting to see the weight come back on, because whatever you focus on, you're going to feel. So the takeaway tip, like I said, is that eat your food and eat it without guilt. And I want to thank those of you who are watching the replay. And if you are watching the replay, it's not too late to have your questions answered. Post them in the comments section. Under the follow button, you can click to receive notifications so that anytime I go live, Facebook will ping you and just let you know that I'm live. So I thank you again. If you know anyone who might benefit from this takeaway tip and from the advice and the insight that I shared on here, please tag them in this video or share it on your page. And please like the video if you haven't already. That helps more people to see it. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I'll see you next week.